This video is sponsored by the gaming app Arcade. Every week you can win up to $1,000 by taking part in various beauty pageants. Download today to receive 3,000 cash to join any category of your choice. You can download Arcade from Google Play Store.
Hello queens and princesses, and welcome to another session with Asian Queen. So today I'm talking about an icon, a Nigerian icon, who proved to be a massive disappointment, like a big time hypocrite, after he was exposed for being homophobic. If you are a Nigerian person, definitely you know Charly Boy. He is an icon of, freedom of self-expression. Like, he has this very unique look. Even his wife, you see them, you're like, wow, these people are so liberal, are so open-minded. And then you find out that, not so much. Anyway, let me give you a little bit of his background. As usual. So Charly Boy's name is Charles Chukwuemeka. He's of the Igbo tribe. And he was born on the 19th of June, 1950. So the man is 70 years old and he's still relevant. Imagine. Sorry, I didn't mention the full name. His full name is Charles Chukwuemeka Oputa. Oputa. Please don't be offended. I think I just butchered the name. Anyway, it's Oputa. Okay. And his wife is Diane Oputa. And they got married in 1979. That is a long time. Okay, if I'm to do like a mental calculation right now, so when I was born, they had been married for 10 years. So now I am 32. It means that they have been married for 42 years. Get that? And together they have 5 children. Now, one of the children is a girl and she's a lesbian. And this is where the story gets messy. So Charly Boy has always supported the LGBTQ community publicly. Like, he has always spoken out for gays, lesbians, queer people in general. And so the queer community has always respected him and held him in high regards. For Pride Day last year, he made a post about his daughter. And he was going about how he loves his daughter, how he accepted his daughter when she came out to him and everything, only for his daughter to reply and expose him for being homophobic. Like, in the post that she wrote on Twitter, she narrated of how he disowned her and vowed to never speak with her again, and also instigated his other children to cut her off. Like, the daughter has practically been living on her own without the support of her parents ever since she came out to them as a lesbian. Sorry, again, I forgot to mention the daughter's name. The daughter's name is Dewy. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So she should be Dominic Oputa. So going by the events between Charly Boy and his daughter Dewy, what can we learn from this? What lessons can we take from, this drama that unfolded before our eyes? Why are people so fake? What do you do when your child, your son or your daughter comes out to you and says, "Mom, Dad, I am gay"? The first thing you should never do as a parent is blame yourself, blame God, or blame the universe. Like, where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. I mean, homosexuality is not caused by something that you did wrong. It is not a punishment for your misdeed. Homosexuality is a sexual orientation. People are born homosexual. So it's not even something that you did while, the woman was pregnant with the baby. It is just what it is. And then you go from, what did I do wrong, to, well, I guess I just have to tolerate it. Again, what are you tolerating? I'm really sorry, but people who talk about tolerance are arrogant, in my opinion. They pose themselves as being the norm, the one that is all right, the important person. And so they have to make a space for every other person that is different from them. Also, tolerance means that you don't like it. You don't really like that person. You don't really like that action. You don't really like that lifestyle. But you tolerate it because you have to show the world that you are a good person. Please come down from your high horse or your pedestal. We don't need that. Alright? So keep your tolerance to yourself. And while you keep your tolerance to yourself, also keep the acceptance. Again, I accept you. Excuse me, who are you? Who are you? Who born you? Where do you come from? To quote Odumeje. Seriously, come down from your high horse. Nobody has to accept anybody. This world belongs to everybody. All you have to do is mind your business. How does homosexuality affect you? Let me just say this. I am a straight woman, right? And right now I'm thinking, am I bothered by women who are lesbians? No, because they are even removing competitions for me. Am I bothered by men who are gay? No. Of course, gayness is not a personality trait. Gayness is not an indication of character. But gayness has, its unique characteristics that make the person interesting. So as a woman, you will find so much affinity with a gay man. A gay man is like the friend that you've always wanted your entire life as a woman. As a woman, I do recommend having a gay person as a friend, because trust me, their vision of the world, the way they see things is so unique and so interesting that you will definitely learn and you will definitely gain from having that kind of person in your life. And then there is this part where you start thinking of your son's or daughter's homosexuality as your personal struggle. Like, what will people say? What will the world do? Dude, this is not your struggle, okay? I'm really sorry, but this is not your struggle. This is not your story. This is not something that you need to insert yourself. You are nothing but a spectator, and you can decide to become a support system. But if you cannot offer support, please step aside. The person that is in danger, that is at risk of being lynched, killed, put in prison, is your homosexual son or daughter, not you. Can we be, empathetic? Can you stop being egotistic for 1 second and think of the fact that your daughter or your son is the person that is of interest right now? This will be the best time for you to actually learn. I always say, experiences, events that happen to us are a new avenue, encouragement to learn new things, acquire new knowledge. If you have always been biased against homosexual people or ignorant of what homosexuality is, why don't you take advantage of the fact that your son or your daughter has come out as a gay person to unlearn some of the things that have been, clogging your brain? Pick up a book. In fact, forget books. You have a smartphone. Go to Google. Google, learn, unlearn, and relearn. Okay? And I suppose that during the course of learning, you might have questions that you want to ask your son or your daughter. Yes, certain questions can be really invasive, so try not to ask, your son or your daughter about the physical aspect of whatever they do with their partner. You can even ask them, was there ever a time you were attracted to people of the opposite sex? When did you know that you were attracted to people of the same sex? And stuff like that. What are your desires? What are your plans? Do you plan to get married? Do you plan to have children? Try and have these conversations with your son or your daughter like you would if they were straight, because you do bother your straight children about getting married, having kids. Why are you not dating? Why are you always inside the house? I've never seen you with a boy. I've never seen you with a girl. We children consider it an absolute nag when our parents come after us with these questions. But on the long run, we understand that they are just showing interest in our life. But if you cannot do any of this, please, like I said, step aside, okay? Leave them alone. The most annoying part of people who do not like us, who do not want us, is that they won't let us be. Even from afar, they are still trying to control us. They are still trying to ruin things for us. And it is really, really like depressing and annoying. Imagine you are trying to build your life away from your family after they disowned you, but you can't because your family is still doing so much to create obstacles in your way. So if you cannot love your child for being gay, you cannot support him or her. Just be nice and courteous and leave the child alone. That is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned a few things. I will see you in my next one. Don't miss me too much. Bye bye.